Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Gotlegs. It's FTP testing time and I'm not really looking forward to it. I feel a bit stiff in my body, but I've done some stretching now and I'm about to jump on the bike and do the warm-up routine and then head straight into the 20-minute test. I don't know if you can see it outside, but it's like crazy windy outside today. So I'm really happy that I'm doing this on the turbo and not having to ride outside. Also, the roads are wet, so I won't be needing to clean my bike today anyway, so that's very nice for me. 20-minute test, so I think I might be doing about 20 to 30 minutes of a warm-up, just getting the body ready for it. Then do 3 times 1 minute, like high RPMs with 1 minute rest in between, then a 5-minute rest, then a 5-minute progressive interval where I end at the level where I'm thinking my test will be at, then 5-10 minute cool off, and then the 20-minute test. And I won't go into that many details about it, but basically it's the standard 20-minute test. The first 5 minutes, find your pace. The next 10 minutes, adjust it, make sure that you're pushing as hard as you can, but you're not overreaching. And then for the last 5 minutes, you can either just, if you've maintained the right pace throughout the test, you just continue. But if you have a little bit left in the tank, you start increasing that once again. So we'll see how it goes. These tests are never fun. They're fun when you're done, but leading up to and during the bike ride is just not fun. So let's get in some clothes and head into the bike.
There's something in the air. There's something on the wire. There's something in the red I'm seeing. It keeps me satisfied. You've got it in my head. Stars have got it in my eyes. And somehow in the dark, you found me, you brought me to the light. And it feels like love. It feels like love. And it won't be enough, but it feels like you might be the death of me.
Alright, so I'm setting resistance in the Tax iPhone app, so I can set the slope to whatever I want to get some increased resistance, which is quite nice. Can't really remember how high this should be to actually work. Because right now it isn't really giving me that much extra resistance. And then I find that there's like a plate button right here. So yeah, then it kicked in. So remember to hit the play button when you're doing this. Getting it easier would be very nice right now. Gradually. Oh, that's nice. So nice. So I'm actually using the Tax app to give me the resistance. Normally, when I ride, I use Swift, and that gives me the resistance throughout the course. But since this is a test, I want to keep the resistance as level as ever possible. So I'm using the Tax app instead, setting a certain resistance. I'm using slope and not wattage because the wattage won't allow me to increase and decrease throughout the ride. I have to do that manually. Whereas the slope, I can use my gears instead. So that's a set level of resistance, and then I can use the gears to add that resistance. Anything above or around 290 or above 290 watts will be definitely approved today. 290 will give me an FTP or around 275, I think. 300 would be great. 307 was what I had at the end of February last year, so, or actually this year. So around 300 watts, and this will also be the first test that I do on the Tax Neo. I'm actually quite interested to see how the resistance is and how the feel is when doing the test on the Tax Neo compared to my old Elite Super Chrono Fluid Elastic Gel, whatever it was called. Because when I did it on that one, it kind of felt like riding in sand. You know, no road feel or anything like that. Whereas this has proven to be very nice. And hopefully that'll also have the more realistic feel when doing the test. So hopefully that'll give me a slight advantage compared to other years. So normally I would have done a ride yesterday, basically just a leg opener, doing some short intervals and really opening up the legs, but I didn't have time to do that yesterday. So instead I'm doing a really good warm-up today. At least 20 minutes, probably 25 or even 30 minutes, just easy riding. This is about 170 watts, so nothing too bad. Enough to get you sweating a bit and gasping for air, but that's okay. The thing is that I need to be ready to do this test because 20 minutes all out isn't all that fun. So the warmer I am, the more ready I am, the easier it will go, and the better results I'll get. Never skip your warm-up routine.
It's not like me to fall. It's really not my style. It's not like me to be so foolish. I haven't in a while. Was it something that you did? Is it something in my mind? I don't know what it is that's got me so beautifully blind. It feels like a love. It feels like a love.
So the warmer is done now. It's pretty simple. Basically 3 times 1 minute, 110 RPMs and above, 1 minute off, take a 5-minute rest, and then you head to the progressive interval. So mine was 5 minutes, starting out at 220, then adding on 20 watts every time, or every minute. So 220, 240, 260, 280, and then ending at 300, which I'm aiming at. But I'm really hot right now, really hot. So we'll see how the test goes. I still have about 5-minute cooldown to go, and then we're all set. I have a certain playlist on my iPod, and yes, I do still have an iPod that I do every time, or that I listen to every time I do an FTP test. Basically, it's just about 20 minutes long. Starts out with some Slipknot, there's some 9 Inch Nails, some Volbeat, some Vandals, some Offspring. Basically just gets you going. And hopefully that will make me do even better. So let's head in to the main set. And I'm done. Man, that was just so hard today. Started out doing about 290 for the first 5 minutes. Then for the next 10, hold it about 300 watts. But for the last 4 minutes or so, I had to back off a bit my heart rate was just through the roof. It was about 90% of my maximum heart rate at that time, so dropped it down to 280, 290. And then for the last 4 minutes, just hammered it. All I had. I think I came in at about 297 watts, which is more than decent. That's a really good effort. My goodness, that's just so tough. It's just so tough doing these tests. I think my heart rate aimed at about 94, 95% of maximum. It's not often I get that high. Usually I get to about 90 and then I just cut off. But don't know if there was some freshness today that made it possible for my heart rate to really ramp up. I got a bit nervous throughout the test because I just see my heart rate creep up, and I knew that if it got too high too soon, I'd just be cut off. There wouldn't be any more power left, but it was okay. I managed. So now it's just time for some much needed cool off. I'm pretty soaked, as you can see, and then we'll look at the results. So as you can see, this is quite a while later. After my ride, my little family came home, and we just had stuff to do. So I didn't really get around to actually make the rest of the video. So I'm doing that right now. So I ended up doing 1 hour and 30 minutes in all. And the 20-minute test came out with the result of 290 watts, 98 watts, so 298, which I'm pretty satisfied with. That gives me an FTP, I think, of around 283, I think it was. 283 watts. That's okay. That's pretty decent for this time of year for me. I was really struggling, as you can see in the last part of the video from the ride, was just incredibly hard. So they're not that fun to do, but they're quite useful once you've done them. So that's it. So right now it's December 23rd. I'm going to edit this video, upload it for you guys, and then I have to get something to eat, and then I have to wrap in the last gifts. And tomorrow is the 24th, and here in Denmark we exchange gifts on the 24th. That's the main day, but we do it in the evening. So we eat a big dinner and hang out, and then we dance around the tree. And when I say dance, we actually walk around the tree singing Christmas carols, and then we end up exchanging gifts and presents. So that's quite a good thing. So all in good fun. So hopefully I'll do a little short video for you tomorrow again. The plan is to go out riding. We have actually a birthday that we have to go to early in the morning, but hopefully I'll get a ride in before that, and hopefully shoot some footage from that, and be able to upload that before we head off to wherever we're going to have Christmas this year. Also, it's just 1 week until we actually get the keys to our new house, which we're really looking forward to. The downside is that we won't be able to move in until the end of January, because we need to get some stuff done in the house, and some of the people that need to help us with that aren't available until the middle of January. So hopefully we'll be moving at the end of January. I really hope that. And I can't wait to actually show you the house, because I'll have some cool stuff there, room for my shoes, and also a paint cave, hopefully. It'll be a simple setup to begin with basically just my Tax Neo, but I'm hoping to develop that into a complete cave with free weights and stuff like that. So keep tuned on that one. So once again, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, and until next time, bye.